How's everyone doing today? I'm be talking about the worst places to be trapped in. Let's start number one, North Sentinel Island. That's because North Sentinel Island is an island run by people who are still stuck back in before a phone was a thing. When you would use sticks and stones for entertainment and use fucking things and strings to communicate with people. You go to North Sentinel Island, it's on site. Hell, they won't even fucking let you go onto the island. They'll just kill you for showing up at the fucking water. They'll be like, oh, human. And they'll just lob a whole fucking army of spears at you like we're in ancient Rome or some shit. Like gladiators using spears and shit. Or just being trapped on any tribal island in general just seems like it sucks a lot of fucking bag of dildos. Because like you're trapped on there. First of all, you're on an island in the middle of the ocean, so it's not like there's gonna be any other civilization to help you. And you're gonna be constantly hunted by other people. You're probably gonna be hunted by other animals as well. Pretty much, it seems like the odds are against you. You have to watch out for animals. You have to watch out for other people. And guess what? If you're crazy enough, they might eat you. I mean, that's what happened in Green Inferno. Students went on the island and be like, right, so we're gonna make a project about like cannibals eating other cannibals. I don't fucking know why they like to eat humans. Just go try a bit of KFC. That's actually pretty good as well. Stop munching on Terry's arm there. And I'm fairly sure most of them died. I don't know. But yeah, being trapped on a tribal island would suck, especially if they're cannibals. Then you're fucked for real. Next one is middle of the ocean. Now imagine you're on a boat, right, and you get knocked out, and then you wake up floating in the middle of the ocean on a fucking water buoy or a life raft or whatever shit. That would be terrifying. If that happened to me, I'd be fucking defecating my pants and it would look like Santa's fucking sack of toys, except it'd be a sack of shit. I'd hate to be trapped in the ocean. I feel like being trapped in the ocean, you literally can't do anything. Like, you're underneath you is gonna be darkness. You're not gonna be able to see what's underneath you. Like, you're gonna be able to see for a couple of meters, but once you go down deeper, when where the light doesn't reach, that shit is where it's scary. And there's gonna be sharks, there could be manta rays, there could even be fucking octopuses. There's a blue ring octopus that when you touch its rings, you get like poisoned or some shit. And like there'd be sharks, they'd be circling around you, be like, right, so this Burger Mac meal is looking pretty fucking tasty. I might go in for a dive, like. Unless you, like, the only way you can really get out of the middle of the ocean is if you're lucky, some dudes, like some sailor, be like, alright, lad, yeah, can I hop onto your boat there, take me back to civilization? Or, I don't know, I heard stories of, like, pods of dolphins protecting people and bringing them back to shore. I guess if you come across a fucking group of, fish head fuckers, so, you might be safe, but other than that, I feel like you're kind of cooked. And what if you're not on any device? What if it's just you and ocean? And then you're definitely fucking fucked. Because it's just going to get to the point where you're tired and you're going to stop swimming. You're going to sink to the bottom of the ocean to the point where you don't know what's up and down. And you're probably going to die. Yeah, that was being trapped in the middle of the ocean. Next one is the desert. Desert's like the ocean, except instead of being wet, moist, and cold, you're hot, dry, and probably dying from dehydration. The desert, I feel like the only way you can really get out is just keep going direction, really. I mean, you're bound to come across something, right? Unless you fucking die. Or you get so disorientated or so hallucinogenic from like hunger strike, you start looking at fucking the ground and it looks like a lake. You go there and it's nothing. It's just your mind fucking playing ding dong ditch and you're just tricking your ass. Like, imagine being trapped in the desert and you get to the point where you start hallucinating food. You look at a cactus and it looks like a big fat ass hot dog. You look like an armadillo and it looks like a triple cheeseburger, bro. Also, another thing to count for the desert, there'd be some other creatures and animals in the desert. There'd also be fucking bandits. I don't know if those are still a thing. We're not in fucking Clash Royale. Bandit. Yeah, I'm fairly sure there's like some other desert animals like fucking hyenas and shit. And there'd be like up to 80 in a clan. Which is you're kind of cooked in. You're not surviving a clan of hyenas. So yeah, desert I feel like it's not as bad as ocean. Still pretty shitty. Go One Direction, that band, and you might be safe. I don't know. Next one is Jeffrey Dahmer's Gab. Yes, this list is not gonna be serious at all. But I'm just letting you know. It's just gonna be random ass shit. Jeffrey Dahmer, what did he like to do? He liked to go for men. He liked to take Grindr and invent it into... He liked to do Grindr IRL. He'd be picking and matching his fucking partnership with men. But instead of going home and, fuck and, crank the nut, he goes home to eat them. Or fuck them, actually, when they're dead. I think he was a necrophiliac, which is really fucking strange and weird. I'm like, what pleasure do you get out fucking a corpse? It's Sorry, dead. Like it's not like hitting its G spot's gonna bring it back to life or anything. You know, like the worst thing is Jeffrey Dahmer will fucking probably drug you and then he'll start fucking you when you're unconscious or whatever the shit, eat you. That sucks dick. I remember there's a case where a kid was found like knocked out unconscious outside and cops found him and then brought him back to Jeffrey Dahmer because they thought he was Jeffrey Dahmer's partner and the kid was 14 years old. So I'm wondering, are the cops' brains like empty plastic bottles? Why the fuck would they believe, right? So this kid is 14, Jeffrey Dahmer's in his 20s, right? They're gay together, they're in a romantic relationship. That's just a bit retarded, maybe because I don't know the full case or whatever. But yeah, that was yeah. I'm not gonna keep saying what they are after everyone. Next one is Epstein Island, right? Epstein, I know what you're working with. You're working with Stephen Hawking. It'd be even worse if you're a midget as well, because Stephen Hawking has a kink for midgets. He has a kink for people that are short. You're also trapped on an island, so like North Central Island, you're not really around civilization. And we don't know what Epstein's like, alright? I don't know him personally. You don't know him personally. So, you know, he could be into some pretty fucking weird shit. You know, he could be like Jeffrey Dahmer and wants to have a bit of fun time after you're chilling up there. Or he could just be like P. Diddy and just likes to fucking play dress up with a bunch of baby lotion oils, whatever the fuck. You know, we don't know it, but I wouldn't want to know it. And being stuck on his island would suck balls because I'm being taken advantage of some dude that's in a wheelchair. I'm like, who the fuck are you, bro? I could just tip you over, and that's the end of you. Like, that's my fucking KO round over. Like, what are you doing, bro? Your own gaff during lockdown. Remember back in COVID, when you get sick and you be stuck in your own house, it'd be like a containment unit for 2 weeks. You'd be bored out of your mind. You'd have nothing to do. The only thing you'd be able to do is brain rot, play video games, or watch TV. Really. That's never happened to me. The most I've been stuck in my house was like for 2 days because my mom had COVID, so I wasn't allowed to go to school. And I still somehow miraculously didn't have COVID. I'm not sure if I'm like Ellie from Last of Us 2 and they need to kill me to get the cure for COVID, but I somehow still didn't get it. Even though I also did not get the vaccine. I don't know. I must be really fucking lucky. Death must be fucking skipping me. He's like, yeah, bro, it's not your time to go yet. I'll ring you, yeah, when you have to kill yourself, right? But yeah, you'd be pretty bored. Remember one of my friends was stuck in lockdown. To compensate with his boredom, he'd basically just rage bait me on Discord and other people. He's just that bored. He just starts shit for no reason. I mean, but looking back at it, I don't really blame him. But yeah, next one is Jungle. This is a lot like North Central Island. Pretty much like in the jungle. It sucked to be stuck in the jungle, especially where there's like poisonous animals and shit. I fucking hate that. Like in Brazil or in the Amazon rainforest, there'd be like anacondas, bro. They could eat a whole human. They find you and you're their fucking meal for months. They only need to eat one person and then they're chilling. So there's other shit you have to avoid, like panthers and all. Or what if you fall off of a cliff? You could be walking and you could not notice that's a cliff and you're like, oh shit, see you later, goodbye. You know? I wouldn't say it's as bad as North Central Island because it's minus humans, so you're really only looking out for animals and shit and kind of like the terrain and all. But yeah, it still sucks because there's poisonous shit as well. I don't know which jungle the fucking suicide plant will be. You know, the plant where a horse fucking brushed by and he threw itself off a cliff because it's that painful. Or some guy wiped his ass with it and he just shot himself in the head, I think. I don't know, he killed himself because the pain was too unbearable. Yeah, I don't know what jungle that is in, but you'd also have to deal with that. So, whatever jungle you're trapped in. So, yeah. Next one is work. Work, I think this is agreeable to anyone who's worked a 9 to 5 or worked any part-time job. You're there waiting to go home. You know, it's like 9 or 10. This is for me anyway. I'm just waiting. It's like, is boss gonna let me go? Oh, it's 11. Surely I'm gonna go home now, right? Oh, she's going home. Can I go home? No, you're staying here till nearly 12 or something. That kind of sucks balls. Especially when it's a job where your times are random. Like, you don't really get a fixed schedule. You don't really get a fixed, routine of I come in, I be your bitch, and then I go home and I collapse onto my bed or do what I'm gonna go to do. So, yeah, it sucks a lot when there's no times, and it's saying, like, the money's great, I will say, that's probably one of the only good things about it, though. The cash, and that's it. Your free time is gone. You don't have any time to grind or do whatever the fuck you want, it's just work. And it could be like that the next day if you're working a full-time job. I fucking hate to be in a full-time job. Being stuck in there, bro. 40 hours a week, sometimes more. Actually, like, kill me, bro. I'd rather have someone ram a spear down my fucking throat through my ass. Anyway, next one is Antarctica. Antarctica is basically like a desert situation. Instead of hot, it's cold. And you have to avoid polar bears and all. Polar bears are especially not to be fucked with. Because unlike other animals who kill humans, you know, when they saw their cub and decided, right, let's play soccer, these guys actively hunt humans. Like, if they already see, like, if you turn around and you see one in the distance, apparently it's likely that it's been stalking you for days even, and it's been planning on killing you. Like, it already knows your thing. It already sees you. You're already fucked. The rhyme, if it's brown, lay down. If it's black, fight back. And if it's white, good night. That's because they're like the biggest bear ever. So they will fuck you up. They will maul you. Like, they will find you. They have excellent stalking skills, apparently. And if they're willing to cannibalize their own young, they're definitely willing to kill you. There's also the freezing temperatures in the ocean. I feel like if you just hop into the ocean in Antarctica, you're just going to turn into a frozen bag of peas. You know, you're just kind of fucked immediately. And, you know, unless you have like a load of protective clothing and gear and shit, the cold will definitely fuck you up. But then other animals as well. There's also narwhals. I don't know who gets there, but they have fucking horns. These horny bastards. They're going to put their horn on me. You know, I'd hate that. Being stuck in Antarctica, definitely big no-no. And and there's also like the fact that ice is cracking beneath you and shit. Like, you know, you could end up falling into the ocean and drowning. So, yeah. Next one is war. I would hate to be a soldier back in World War One or Two. You're right. I'm just gonna Fortnite drop you here in like where's a war that took place in fucking Portugal, and you're gonna fight people, and that's gonna be your life. So basically, your life is COD. Your life is like Fortnite, right? But instead of a game, it's real life. So when you die, you don't respawn. You kind of just like float up there like Crash Bandicoot when he dies. So yeah, I hate to be stuck in there. I'm constantly looking over my shoulder to see if anyone's trying to get 100 damage on me, trying to snipe me in the head. Apparently you get eaten by rats alive as well in the trenches, so that'd be suck. So I'd have to turn myself into an insomniac if I don't want to be someone's dinner. That's fucking terrible. And if you're a prisoner of war, I remember Japan. I think there's this movie called Unbroken. Oh my god, I'd actually fucking cry if I was a prisoner in that movie. Holy shit, the amount of shit they done to bro. They torture you any chance they get. It's like they're Art the Clown. They love torture. They fucking salivate at the thought of someone's ribs breaking open and them laying on the ground bleeding, bro. You do anything, they'll fucking fuck you up. So yeah, being trapped in war, you're gonna die. Prisoner of war, yeah, it just seems like an all-round shitty experience. And even if you do, survive it, even if you do come back home to your lovely wife and child, you're still gonna have PTSD, which sounds horrible as well, because it's gonna be like your brain still thinks it's in wartime. Your brain still lock in chat time, but you don't have to lock in. War's already done. Like, I heard the story of some dude. I think he shot his wife because his wife was making popcorn, and the popcorn sounded like gunshots, pretty much, because he has PTSD and he shot her. So yeah, it would fucking suck dick. Or if you come back from war, your wife's after sucking off another man, it's like, wow, I just came back to none. I came back to a box of fucking disappointments. Like, damn. So yeah, that was me talking about the worst places to be trapped in. Random list. But yeah, hope you did enjoy this video. See you later. Goodbye.